Hi friends, Lianne here, your Limitless Living Lifestyle Strategist and Coach with liannelay.com. So here today is part 2 of discovering your passion and purpose. So tell me, how did it go yesterday with part 1? How was your meeting? What did you discover about yourself? Did you have a great meeting with yourself? And if you haven't done that meeting yet and the exercise from step number 1, please pause, go back, watch the video, discover your passion and purpose part 1, and then come back here because we really do need to leverage the foundation from that. So in part 2 today, I would like to touch base with you and share a little bit about how we're going to leverage your meeting that you had with yourself yesterday, and also give you an exercise today on discovering your passion and purpose, and that exercise has 3 steps involved with it. So today I would like to leave you with these thoughts as you are going through the process of the exercise. So there's 4 of them in particular, and one of them is to remember that your passion and your purpose is really something that you live every single day. It's really the essence of who you are. So keep that in mind. It's not something that you do certain portions of the day or only on certain days. It's really who you are. So having that meeting with yourself yesterday is starting to tap in, building that relationship, starting to love who you are, and then share it with others. The other thing is, we talked a little bit about sometimes it's challenging to you're searching for what your purpose and passion is. Well, I want you to reframe that thinking a little bit. So instead of searching for it, I want you to think about maybe just choosing it. And so again, tapping into the essence of who you are and getting to know yourself better will help you to be able to just grab it, snatch it, choose it. It's yours. You own it. And also, as you're doing this exploration in discovering your passion and purpose, awaken your perception, become more aware of what's going on around you, making sure that you take every opportunity with every encounter that you have, every event that goes on, to sort of be more perceptive of how you are, how you feel, whether it's negative or positive, whether it energizes you or it drains your energy. And how people around you are feeling and how they respond and how they react, because those things are really important as to be aware and awaken your perception of how you are interacting in each moment. Okay, and the last one is, again, tapping into the exercise from yesterday is, what did you discover about yourself from the meeting that you had? What did you learn about yourself? Did you start to develop a greater friendship with yourself? What aspects of yourself do you really appreciate, enjoy, and are loving or beginning to love? So those are some thoughts and some ideas to help set the stage for this next exercise that I'm giving you in part 2 of discovering your passion and purpose. So this exercise does have 3 steps to it. So the first step is, number 1, replay your life. So rewind it. We want to replay. And when you replay your life, I want you to identify the times where you experienced the most happiness and the greatest joy. Think about those events. Where were you? What were you doing? What led up to them? How were you feeling? What was going on around you? How were the other people feeling? What triggered your happiness? What were the people? What were you being in those instances? Like what extension of yourself and who you really are, your authentic self, was occurring in those moments. So think about that as you're replaying your life. Identify the most happiest events that you've had and pinpoint exactly what was going on. Okay? Think about them, visualize them, what was happening for you. And I also want you to then take a notepad or just brainstorm the words that come to the forefront, that bubble up to the surface, that describe or identify what you were feeling or what was going on in those happy events in your life. Just words. It doesn't have to be sentences, or it could be a group of words. Don't limit yourself. Just write them down like you're brainstorming. It's a feeling that you're generating, and I want you to just write them down in your journal after you've done this reflection from step 1, where you're identifying the happy events and exactly what was going on in those events. What led up to those events? What happened after those events? That's also really important too. So write down those words. Which ones resonated with you the most. I want you to pick out which ones triggered the greatest happiness and joy of those words. Look through them, identify them, and then from all of those words, look at 3 to 5 that really triggered the greatest happiness feeling, that really resonate with who you are, your authentic self, what you feel in terms of a purpose and really energizes your passion. Identify those words, and then I want you to leverage those words as you're starting to develop and uncover your purpose and passion. And over the next week, just be more cognizant, more aware. Be open to the perception of how you can actually begin to live in your purpose, to begin to live on purpose and with your passion, based on what you have uncovered and discovered about yourself with the most happiest events in your life to date. And see how you can actually activate that in your life and develop and foster your passion and your purpose. So join me tomorrow, friends, as I'm going to talk a little bit more about how we're going to share your passion and purpose, because it's really important not to just hold it within. You've got a gift, and we want to share it with others too, in ways that we can do that. So click on the link below, friends. I invite you to join forces with me as well if you'd like to find out more about the training and the program that I'm involved with how you can actually share your passion and purpose, discover your passion and purpose, and leverage it to create the greatest and grandest version of yourself and life. Thanks so much, friends. Again, click on the link below or visit liannelay.com. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow.